Welcome to Ruben Comics Podcast. The Sonic the Hedgehog movies have been a blast to watch. It only seemed like yesterday that trailer came out for the first one. Let's just say it was pretty bizarre, if you ask me. Like nightmare fuel. It was so bad, Paramount and Jeff Fowler delayed the film and hired design from Sega to get Sonic's design right. Like, when you got a director admitting he made a mistake, you know you're in good hands. And it was that decision that led to one of the greatest video game trilogies. Never got the chance to watch the first one in theaters since the pandemic hit, and I watched Birds of Prey the week before. A movie I will never watch again and have so many regrets about. And now we got Sonic Movie 3, which unsurprisingly beat Mufasa at the box office. While Mufasa may have made money, it wasn't as much as that Lion King remake from years back. Like, if you really think about it, they were losing money, and Sonic was a big profit. A movie so good it brought Jim Carrey out of retirement. The year of Shadow has been giving my boy Shadow all the love and attention he deserves. From Sonic X Shadow Generations, Dark Beginnings, Sonic's Tiffany World Tour, and what better way to end it than with a movie dedicated to Shadow's backstory, taking elements from both Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog respectively. This is really a full circle moment for Jeff Fowler, since he was one of the animators that worked on that Shadow the Hedgehog video game. I know a lot of Sonic fans didn't like that game because it paints Shadow as an edgelord and the use of guns in a kid's game. Personally, I had a fun time playing it, even though I barely remember anything aside from the ending. With that out of the way, let's dive in. The movie starts off at Prison Island, where Shadow is being held in that tube for 50 years. So basically, the government got all paranoid and sent a SWAT team after Shadow. One of the soldiers got too carried away, pointing a gun at Maria. Oregon guy tried to take the gun away, but ended up causing an explosion that ended with the tragic death of Maria. And you would think he would have took responsibility, like, hey guys, I messed up. Guess what they did? Lock Shadow and Joe up for something they did. Man, somebody need to hold Oregon guy accountable. Shadow did nothing wrong. Back in present day, Joe hacked the system. Shadow breaks free. Boom! Washing them guns' shoulders like Nightcrawler and X-Men 2. Shadow Jazz is out of there making his way to Shibuya. Then he pulls up to the main square like Steve Rogers in the rain. Anipacks, Tesla robots, Twitter, revenge guac. That's not too bad. Pineapple on pizza. Then Gun pulls up just to get the bus whoop again. Leave my boy alone. Everything about this movie feels right. The Sonic movies always had great cinematography, improving with each movie. It's a story about revenge and how it can consume a person or how far they're willing to go to achieve that end. It takes inspiration from Sonic Adventure 2 without being one-to-one, while taking elements from Shadow the Hedgehog. It's more like a retelling with fresh elements. I love Teen Sonic's dynamic here. It brings back memories from Sonic Heroes when they were fighting Neo Metal Sonic. But they didn't know it was Neo Metal Sonic because he was disguised as Egghead. Sonic's the leader, Knuckles the muscle, and Tails is the gadget guy and strategist. They're the leads for a majority of the movie, which is pretty awesome. Because I know that like the Sonic movies have bumps. Like, I do like the human characters, but I did feel like in the Sonic movie too that they just ate up the screen time when it should have been just focused on Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman. But I'm glad they found a way to make it work here. Tom and Maddie used those gizmos Tails created to turn into different actors so they can break into that gun facility to get that second key through the Eclipse cannon. I was a little worried Rachel was going to eat the screen time again, but because of the actors strike, they just filmed what the stand is, which worked out for the best. Thankfully, Tails saw the problem and those face gizmos. So it's really Maddie pretending to be Rachel. It made the sequence a bit more bearable and it just made me think of Mission Impossible. They did Shadow justice. If you told little old me Keanu Reeves was going to voice Shadow, I'd be speechless. Shadow has been one of my favorite Sonic characters since forever. He's like if Sonic had a bad day, or to put it blankly, Sonic Shadow. He stole the show. He's not a villain, he's just a hedgehog who dealt with a bad hand after Maria's death. His backstory is pretty much the same except that asteroid part, which might have come from, which did come from Black Doom. You don't know who Black Doom is? He is a space Satan. I really liked how the film tackled Shadow and Maria's relationship. Seeing them watching movies, looking at the stars, and making Snow Angel is something I never thought I needed. I always saw them as more like family. Plus, it makes it even more heartbreaking when we see her die, which is somehow way more brutal than the game, because she didn't get to say anything to Shadow, leaving him filled with anger. Vengeance. Jim Carrey is a national treasure. Each movie we slowly witness his transformation from Dr. Robotnik to Dr. Eggman from the game. Only he didn't just play Eggman, but also Gerald Robotnik. Two characters I never thought we'd see interact. That was a genius move. I always wonder how Gerald will react to his grandson since he died. In a very creepy scene. W villains, W fun. That dance scene was legendary. It beat Deadpool 3, in my opinion. Maria's death was the straw that broke the camel's back. The orchestrated shadows escaped to lure Eggman to his side. We even saw in that VR world what he was like before Maria passed away. I got the impression that Eggman really wanted to spend time with his grandfather to the point he let Agent Stone hang it. Not cool, egghead. Only thing is, Gerald wasn't in for world domination. He's out for revenge. What really sealed the deal was when he gave Egghead a taste of his own medicine. You're no Maria. I think my favorite scene has to be Super Sonic vs. Shadow. That whole fight was crazy. All it took for Sonic to crash out was Tom's near death. Him going wild at Knuckles when the Master Ego, not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna turn into Dark Sonic. Man, I really liked how Ben gave Sonic a more serious tone in his voice. This Sonic is way different from the games, but he is much better than Prime Sonic. Knuckles choosing not to fight really showed growth for his character, since he always enjoys a fight, but he understood that Sonic was really doing it for Tom, even if he got whooped by Shadow earlier in that movie. Sonic wasted no time swiping the emerald from Wade, who used it as a hockey pad, going Super Sonic through the Eclipse cannon. What confused me was, from the last movie, the Chaos Emeralds scattered away, then Knuckles used what remained, reforged the Master Emeralds, so why did the Emeralds appear? It's a little confusing. Maybe the Master Emeralds summoned the other Emeralds, since they're connected, who knows? I just go with the flow. What really struck me was in Super Form, Shadow was able to pry the emeralds from Sonic Then they both went super, giving Shadow his super form, which looked really cool in live action. It made me think of their fight in Sonic X. Super Sonic punched Shadow like Superman in Injustice 2, going from continent to continent up till that desert place. Shadow just looked down on him, spinning bars, going real hard, begging his friends for revenge. But he shouldn't have mentioned Dawn Lord as Super Sonic gave him a mean right hook, uppercut straight to the moon, taking the super out of him. Like, I gotta respect Sonic for that. Like, bro was just really trying to get that get back. Sonic was about to land the final blow, even Shadow pointing right to his heart. I'm right here, man. Do it. Then, through flashbacks did too, he spared him. The parallels between Sonic and Shadow are actually pretty touching. Both lost important people in their lives, only Sonic found family and friends. Shadow only found pain and loss. Like Link, Yin and Yang. And then it happened. They played Live and Learn. I jumped with joy when Sonic and Shadow dapped up to save the day. I almost danced at my theater. Everybody was silent, but I felt like a kid again. I know the Sonic movie music isn't that great to listen to, but here I feel like the composer really locked in this time. Pulling from the Sonic library and putting his skills to the test. Then cuts to jail, giving Eggman a spanking. That whole bit was just pure gold, man. The suits gave him scorpion hands and a barn fence. Makes me wonder why video game Eggman didn't think of that. Meanwhile, Super Sonic and Super Shadow are taking out gun robots. Shadow even pulled out with them Chaos Spears. Gerald pulls a Scar, letting Eggman fall to his death, only to pull Uno reverse with Sonic's quills, sending him far into his morbid death. I'm just looking at it like, dang, Eggman really just killed his grandfather. It's even more brutal than his game death. That is dark. Anyway, Tails and Knuckles and Egghead redirect the cannon towards the moon, a big callback to Sonic Adventure 2, where Eggman did it on purpose. That's right, Mufasa. I'm pissing on the moon, baby. Ooh. Clean up on 5. Sonic fall down the earth. In Sonic Adventure 2, it was Shadow to save, leaving Tails and Knuckles to save him with that last ring. With lives on the line, Shadow takes off his inhibitor rings, presumably using chaos control to move the explosion somewhere else. Right before Eggman leaks a live stream to Agent Stone telling him he was more than a sycophant, he was a sycophant friend. It's pretty touching, pretty touching. If you can't rule the world, you might as well save it. He does a little robot dance. Then the Eclipse cannon blows up. It's been a real gas. Smell you later. The writers seemingly gave Jim Carrey an out while leaving the door open for his return. We know from that second post-credit scene that Shadow did survive the blast, grabbing his inhibitor rings. I don't think they're going with the amnesia route, thankfully. And with the box office success, I think we're primed for a Shadow movie. Introduce Team Dark, have Black Doom serve as the villain. I'm also curious how they'll handle Agent Stone since he's now without a master. Maybe he'll follow Eggman's shoes and become Dr. Stone. And this is Jim Carrey's last performance. All I gotta say is, thank you for inspiring us to be goofy and improvise. You are a legend. I just really loved Sonic Movie 3. It was a great adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2 while doing its own thing. It just might be the greatest video game trilogy of all time. It's just been quite a journey seeing these films soar to new heights, focusing solely on the Sonic characters. The soundtrack has some bangers like Run It and Live and Learn. Don't Hold Back. Sonic Movie 4 looks to be focused on Metal Sonic, looking 1-to-1 to his gang counterpart, with that army of Metal Sonics who all look silver. And they introduced Amy Rose with a hood and her signature hammer. They're definitely doing Sonic Heroes, and I think Metal Sonic came from the future. I really want them to travel to those other planets we saw on Sonic's map. The Sonic universe is pretty expansive, and with Eggman seemingly missing, it could be the start of his Eggman empire, like different robots, all that sort of thing. I mean, who else could have created Metal Sonic? Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is a triumphant addition to the franchise, delivering heart-pounding action, humor, and heartfelt moments. With its engaging characters, stunning visuals, and a memorable storyline, it's a must-see for fans and newcomers alike. Fast, fun, and full of heart, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 cements its status as one of the best video game adaptation in recent years. Perfect for families, fans of the games, and action lovers. It's a film that delivers on every level. Here are some fun facts about Sonic Movie 3. 1. Shadow loves Latinas, and he drinks and or eats coffee beans. 2. Jim Carrey's hair at the beginning of Sonic 3 was real. 3. When Joe was dressed up as Santa, I couldn't help but think of Robotnik Claus from that Sonic Christmas special, Sonic Christmas Blast. 4. Knuckles is scared of ghosts. 5. They used Eggman from Sonic Adventure 2 as Eggman's ringtone, and played his theme from Sonic 06 and Unleash when the Eclipse Cannon rises. 6. Sonic and friends can breathe in space. 7. During the ending, they played the last story music from Sonic Adventure 2 after the characters think Shadow died. 8. Maria played a riff of Live and Learn when Shadow was in cryostasis. 9. That dance scene in the nanotech fight was Jim Carrey's idea, and he requested the song Galvanize. 10. Shadow is immortal. 11. The credit sequence used edited versions of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles model from Sonic the Fighters. Eggman, Joe, and Agent Stone Shadow were made from scratch. 12. The monster in Shadow and Maria's 1970s movie resembles the Bio Lizard, the final boss from Sonic Adventure 2. 13. Shadow did the Akira slide with his motorcycle in a pretty rad way. 14. Sonic says his famous line, "Talk about low budget flights, no food or movies, we're out of here." This is Ruben Comics Podcast. Thank you for listening, and always remember, make good choices. Ruben Comics signing off.
Ruben Comics.